we back for the final, I almost said penultimate. No, this is just the ultimate.
This is the ultimate.
This is the ultimate. JD still with the finger mustache.
It's faded out now.
Yeah, I remember to just twist my mustache, give me the little handlebar situation. We're here. We're living our best lives. We're back in the early to late to mid 2000s.
We're in a
Y2K era.
We're in a decade.
We're in a decade, much like today, but also not much like today. But
real.
George Bush is president. Iraq war going on. Afghanistan war going on.
We've got a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit going on. Mark Zuckerberg had not even thought to put a chain around his neck yet.
Not yet. Ronald Reagan just died. That's what I'll just keep remembering.
Yeah. Where were you when Ronald Reagan died?
I was a child. I was busy listening to Usher.
There we go. Usher is through line and this discussion. I feel like
your
love of Usher is really shown through.
Yeah, I think it
does that hold up for you?
You know, sometimes my favorite kind of R&B is like the old school R&B that's like yearning in the rain, down on your knees, crying type stuff. So I always hold a special place in my heart for Usher. But sometimes when I do look at the lyrics to some of his songs, I'm just like, Usher, can you never talk about a woman ever again in your life? He has one song. I'm sure it can be read romantic still. He's just like, I forgot what song it is, but the song is talking to a girl that is his friend, but he's just like, damn, I would leave my girl for you because you've helped me, you helped me get her. However, I realize that I love you. I'm just like, can you shut up? But then I'm just like, I'll unlisten and then just enjoy how good this is.
Right, yeah. Let me just enjoy the song and the vocals and not think about the lyrics too much.
And I'm just like, it's attached to me. I mean, I've been listening to this since I was a fucking child, so I don't think it's gonna leave me the fuck behind. So
I feel that. Yeah. I mean, like I hear Remix to Ignition. Like I'm still gonna listen. I'm not stopping it.
Sometimes I have blocked R. Kelly on like all of the listening platforms that I have, but sometimes I'll be alone and I'll just be like, I'm just like, at least.
Oh yeah.
Like for me, like if I'm like, damn, I have listened to. I'm like, dang, I still like this Drake song. Yeah. Anyway, here's a cover that's just like real good. I'm just like, oh yeah. So it turns out it's just the song that I really love.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm like, pat myself on the back. I love Passion Fruit as long as it's not being sung by Drake.
Yeah. You can separate it. Yeah, somebody else do some good covers of Remix to Ignition. We'll happily.
Yeah, I'm like,
do it.
Please, it's your song now. Like sometimes, I'll find like a good cover of a song, and I'm just like, well, it's your song now. I don't like. Oh my god. Fucking Chris Brown had some fucking hits when we were kids, and then now I'm just like,
he was big. Yeah,
and I'm like, I can't fucking listen to it because you're a fucking piece of shit. God damn it, you fucking jackass. So I just sit there and like, well, I'm singing it to myself. It's my song.
It's my song now. I'm reclaiming this. This is
Like I sang "Excuse Me, Miss." I sang it to myself right now. Matter of fact. So
the JD original. Yeah,
we should bring back parody. Parody music.
They should.
Or we should make more of it. I think right now parody music is cringe.
Yeah.
But I would love for it to reach back again Minecraft levels of like I came to dig, that kind of stuff.
I feel that. Yeah. I mean, like I don't think we're never getting another Weird Al. I think he was a once in a lifetime, really.
They would get a lot of like Weird Al comparisons. That kind of thing.
Yeah. You'd always be living in Weird Al's shadow, obviously.
And he'd probably be like, heck yeah, new person making it, but everyone would be like,
I think he's very supportive of like other artists that do funny stuff. Like he's very much like, oh, that's great. Yeah, he seems like I think he's a very nice guy from what I've heard in real life.
Yeah. But everyone else would be like, ugh, copycat. Biting.
yeah, and also, like, look, you're not gonna come up with like another lasagna, la lasagna,
Like,
I mean, like,
it's just I think like the animated music videos, I
mhm.
don't think anyone's gonna
No, no, I
touch.
don't think so. I mean, speaking of R. Kelly, of course, there's the Trapped in the Drive-Thru,
Yeah.
iconic
I used to watch
Weird
that
Al
all
video,
nostalgia again. See,
nostalgia.
right? I
There we
used to
are
watch
again.
that on
Yeah.
demand on Music Choice.
Oh, you paid for that one? There was a.
We had Music Choice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I would watch it over and over. It was long. So
It was long. It was
like,
yeah, it was
hell yeah. Immediately after it ends, give it to me again.
run it back, yeah.
Back. I'm like, I'm okay. And then just sit there and be like, oh my God, yeah.
Banger.
Nostalgia.
But also, yeah, I mean, we're also just like in I think a different cultural space to where Weird Al came up,
Yeah.
Like Weird Al, I think really thrived with like the MTV era, right? Like
Yeah.
80s and like kind of that monocultural, everyone's listening to the radio, has like the same kind of musical exposure stuff.
Yeah. It's everyone is looking at the same thing, and then you're still
Mhm.
actively looking at music videos.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And Weird Al was like, let me make some jokes. A joke Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
I've arrived.
Yeah, and now you're just like, okay, that's a very YouTube thing to do.
It's a very YouTube thing to do, and yeah, I remember a lot of them. Look, they ain't got what Weird Al's got, you know. I remember, this is another throwback, but kind of sheds the light on the dark side of nostalgia. It was a CeeLo Green "Fuck You" parody song, but it was the song was Duck Poo. Like that was the joke. Well, that was like the parody thing, was just that they changed "fuck you" to "duck poo."
So everything's the same,
Pretty much,
but it's just like duck you. I mean duck poo.
Duck poo.
See,
yeah.
Down. Really?
Yeah, and I was like, this is not this. Look, this ain't Weird Al would not. I don't know if he would pick up you on this one.
Yeah, because like it's not just like doing like a parody thingy of a song. I think it's like there's a long through line joke in the whole thing. Like a surgeon is not just like I just wrote this fun song.
Oh, I just changed the words from right.
No, it's
in the hook or anything. Yeah, it's like the whole thing. Yeah.
Like we talked about White Nerdy. Like that is like you had to think.
Right. Amish Paradise. You're not Amish Paradise is a deep song. There's a lot going on there. Things about society.
It's like you had to. It's not just it's like you said. It's not just changing words and like doing.
I mean, it is, but it's also not just that. But
it is changing words. We're putting some deep thinking into it.
You got to have like a bit, because again, it's like the cumulative effect. Like maybe a Weird Al song is not having you laughing out loud necessarily. But the effort to make something silly and goofy for like the duration of a whole song is still like deserves some accolades, I think.
It's like funny, it's a comedy in like a very specific way that isn't like hee hee ha ha laughs. Maybe maybe a line will get you giggling.
A line might get you. Got juvenile me for sure a few times, I think.
Yeah, I think the Like a Surgeon is, I think that's still funny.
That's a pretty solid one. I like that one. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he had a renaissance in the early days of YouTube as well. And yeah,
YouTube.
We've discussed that early days. And how did you feel revisiting?
I went on Newgrounds.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I just had a look, and I was like, Newgrounds still looks.
Does it look the same?
Like a website that I would have gone on in like 2008, 2009 kind of thing, where it's like MySpace forum bulletin type place where it's like, here's the things that's on it. It's so.
Oh yeah, it looks the same.
Yeah. So that was like going to be one of my questions. Just like, when you did your thing, did you go on Newgrounds? I went on Newgrounds because I wanted to go to the actual videos from Mr. Firth, and then I was just hanging out there. I was like, damn, dude. Like I literally am just like accessing a thing that I used to look at when I was like at the library. And then now I'm here, I'm just looking at it. Like things have changed. Like I think people can now also put videos on the homepage, like kind of thing, as opposed to like, here's the most popular thingamabob of the week that we chose, but that kind of thing. So, but yeah, it still looks like how it used to be.
Yeah, this is a real time capsule.
Yeah.
I mean, it is interesting. Like, I'm looking at like the art, and there are like definite things that have like, I'm seeing some happy tree, or not happy tree friends, smiling friends art, and some what's the bug game that just came out?
Bug game,
you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Silk Song is like the subtitle. Hollow Knight.
Oh,
Silk
yes,
Song.
yes.
So various looks like Helldivers, but a content aside, this is all like the same shit that was on Newgrounds 20 years ago now.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like some of the times when you go on, it's like one of those cases where you remember a website when you were younger, and then you try to go to it and it doesn't exist anymore, but everyone's talking about it or has screenshots of it, and you just sit there and you go, damn. But like going on Newgrounds for this like thing, or like like looking on like Wikipedia of like the history of something, the history of like Facebook, the history of YouTube, of like Crackle and Newgrounds and all that stuff, and then going like, oh, that was when I was on it.
Right, yeah.
Like
this is like my era.
Yeah. And then now like some of them are like, oh, this company is like defunct now. And it's like
gone. Yeah.
And I was just like, shit, like I had a video on that website. Now it's like I don't know how to like it's gone. Like those things.
Yeah.
Right? So,
it does not exist anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, like goodbye me singing like Listen to Your Heart or something like that. But yeah, it was I didn't think I was going to go the route of like relating to other people in terms of like when I was a little kid, but also relating to people now in a like a nostalgia way, and like how you view something now versus like later. I thought I was gonna go for like, when I initially was doing it, I was gonna go for like, oh, this is the comedy of the time. We loved edgy. Oh, I was watching Happy Tree Friends. This was my comedy style when I was a little kid. It was like I was gonna do like pain in comedy or like something like that, or like how it's like disgusting things in comedy and how that makes us laugh, or like during that time, like Happy Tree Friends, or like, oh, this one episode where one of the characters gets their leg stuck in a tree and then they cut it off with a spoon, but turns out it's the wrong leg. And I was like, oh, that was funny when I was a kid, but like now I'm like, no. But going down the road of like a very specific, like a more general nostalgia of like me versus then now, and then how other people like think about it too.
About it then. Yeah. Did you pick up on that like in the comments? Was there like a little bit of like people these days don't get this kind of stuff energy, or
weirdly, like I don't know if it was how my comments were getting sorted, because I just have them. I don't think I have them on my desktop as like newest comments, blah blah blah, because it was a lot of people, a mix of like just interpreting the character, and then of like, anyone still watching in 2025, of like
inescapable.
Or like people like pointing out certain things. Like I was avoiding the comments for the most part during my like analysis section, because I didn't want to like latch on to like a specific idea about like it. But most of the time on the newer version of the newer uploads, it would be like, hey, it's like so nice to see this thing is still going. Like as a kid, I watched it like this, and now, he's doing all of these things and blah, blah, blah. And then people will be like, oh God, just watch this again. And I realize that this is the music playing in the background, blah, blah, blah. I don't like right now, I can't re-look at the original first episode video, because it was like re-uploaded. So I imagine if anything about like comedy now and then was on that one. I didn't see it on that one, but a lot of it is like, from what I've seen and how my comments were sorted, is like interpretation, or like, damn, I was watching this when I was like in second grade, and now I'm like XYZ. And so it was like, first of all, we should not have been watching this in second grade. I don't think I should have been watching it in fourth grade, matter of fact. And at that point, I kind of went to like, did anyone ever get in trouble for showing anybody. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like I think one of the ones that I saw the most because he commented on it. The creator commented on it was like a teacher in like Canada showing it to their students, and then he was kind of like, yeah, I actually think that this should be shown to like everyone. But then I looked into it, like this teacher has some other things that led to him being dismissed or anything, including talking about your personal life with the students, and then like I don't know, a bunch of stuff that isn't just like I made them watch.
You're right. It was not. Yeah, I was canceled for making the kids watch Salad Fingers.
Yeah, I looked at the document. I was like, oh yeah, so he's already been like reprimanded for like inappropriate behavior with the students that are not necessarily like
right.
Yeah. So I was like,
the weird cartoon is not what got this person fired.
They're like, stop showing them weird shit, and he was like, okay. Anyway, here's Salad Fingers, and also here's about my divorce, and also you should date this person in class. I was like, why are you playing chess with the lives of your students, my guy?
Yeah, it's maybe a sign you shouldn't be a teacher.
Yeah.
If this tiniest amount of power got to your head immediately, maybe you're not cut out for it.
Yeah. You know? Stick to like sort of rearranging the seating of the kids, and then just don't tell them what you're doing. Maybe if you really want that kind of thing in your life.
It's weird to want to. Like as like the setting up kids thing, that's definitely a strange move.
Sometimes when it's like, oh yeah, I ship my students, I'm like,
no, we need to stop that.
I definitely had a teacher who was like that in high school, who was like, like, you know, did you see XYZ? I'm like, grade my paper. I know you're getting underpaid, but you should not have enough time to be in our business.
We're talking about the chisme here. Let's not. Don't be part of this.
I'm like, listen. I think for me, being friends with my English teacher was more of like the stereotypical like kid who latches, like a bunch of us latching on to like the English teacher who's like, I'm reading your very personal essays. I commend you for the work that you've done, blah, blah, blah. As opposed to like, here's my biology teacher who is like friends with every student in class.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, please don't ship the students.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird place to be. That, like invested in the drama of the students is like a little weird.
Yeah, so he was not fired simply for reprimanded extra hard for showing Salad Fingers to
Salad Fingers. Other stuff was going on that was weird. Yeah.
But I don't know. It was like nostalgia in a way that I didn't really expect to be focusing on. Yeah. What about you?
The Charlie the Unicorn nostalgia was very present, but it was also kind of, about what you'd expect. I think it's not as weird and off-putting overall as Salad Fingers. So I think, like, obviously people talk about, like, oh, my kids are watching this now. Like, I'm so happy I get to share this with, like, my kids, because this is such a big part of, like, my sense of humor growing up. Like, I really enjoyed this and thought this was, like, the funniest thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people being like, yeah, I still say, like, shun the non-believer, and, like, I still, use lines from the episodes of Charlie the Unicorn and stuff like that. So I think it just feels like more of like a foundational thing for some of the people that are in the fandom. Like I read through like a lot of the stuff on like the Kickstarter, and he kept having to like delay the release because he wanted to add more and decided that like he got so much money that he was like, okay, I need to change this. Like we need to like, actually give like $200,000 worth of production value on this, right?
Yeah.
And everyone was just like, no, we've been waiting it this long. Like we take all the time you need, Jason. We're so like happy that you're doing this. And obviously this Kickstarter is a fairly biased little pool of people that's going to be, supportive.
Yeah.
You would hope. But it does seem overall like a pretty nice community. There wasn't like a whole lot of kind of that like, oh, like today's kids couldn't handle this like thing or anything like that, which I think does appear in a lot of like internet comedy.
Yeah.
From that era. Yeah.
Wow. I think I'm probably tomorrow going to watch Charlie the Unicorn, but I don't know if Salad Fingers is going to be the one who's like, yeah, I shared this with my kids. For a lot of the people who are watching it, because it's more like, I don't know, sometimes for like that kind of comedy, I feel like, oh god, that's the stuff I was watching when I was a kid, and I will revisit a couple of times, but I don't know if I'm the kind of parent who's going to show that to my kid. Like maybe when they're
you might not share salad fingers with your kid. Maybe that's
Yeah.
like more of like a
maybe like when they're much older and you're in like a battle of the weird stuff that you used to watch as a kid. You'd be like, yeah, I watch this. But you're like, oh well, I used to watch but you're not like going to be like the way that it seems that Charlie the Unicorn is being shared by people who are now parents with their kids.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I know kids out today are obviously watching things that they shouldn't be watching, watching weird, all kinds of weird shit on the internet. Again, the landscape now completely fucking wild.
Yeah.
And I feel like also the way, again, going back to kind of like when you and I and these were coming out, it's a different relationship with the technology, right?
Yeah.
Where it was still like, oh, I'm going to go to the computer and look up a funny video.
Yeah.
And that seems like such an antiquated concept now.
Yeah.
In the era of like scrolling.
Yeah.
Right?
The videos come to you instead.
Yeah.
Right. And I one of the things I was writing during like your section was like, what, like I put like, was random, right? Our humor at the time. And then like how, like thinking about how it's different from like, could any of that have been considered like brain rot? And then like, was, because I'm just like, oh, I was watching Happy Tree Friends. Like, and then like, is it because, like you said, like we were looking for the videos as opposed to like the videos coming to us, like, so the like accessibility of like, I can see something that I did not want to see, and that frequently happens all the time. But I don't think I was doing that as that was coming to me as a kid. So it's just like, was random our humor that time? Can any of it be considered brain rot? Is it just as bad as when I was watching Happy Tree Friends? And then is it because of like how easy it is to access these things now? Like,
right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like nowadays there's also just like that level of inundation, right? Where it's like you were constantly watching something.
Yeah.
Like, so like to the point where probably you're not having as much of an impact with certain stuff, right? Like I feel like there's a certain amount of kind of like frying the dopamine receptors, or just like not getting as much of a pop from seeing things constantly, right? As you did like what, like salad fingers sticks in your mind, Charlie Unicorn sticks in your mind. We're still talking about this 20 years later, but because of how kind of special, or not special, but yeah, I guess special, right? It was something that was like outside of our norm. It was not on TV. It was not like how we just kind of like we sought it out.
Yeah.
Our friends were into it. We were like, oh, this is kind of crazy. You got to watch this, right?
Very limited access style.
Very, very limited access. And obviously a lot of time between the videos, because it was all made by like one person. Random. I feel like the random is definitely like that era of comedy. And I think both of these are kind of on like different sides of the random spectrum, if that makes sense. Like they're both still random, but like salad fingers is obviously a little darker in tone. But like, rubbing milk thistles on his nipples is not like a thing that is like, oh, well, that's a reference to that. This is like a thing that people did, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's, yeah, I was thinking like your random is a lot more friendly than the random of this. But then I also thought about like, maybe as Americans, we are missing something of the British isms of like, what maybe the singing animals are not necessarily random, but I'm seeing it as random because blah blah blah. But then again, like the thing that he said about like, well, I'm just making stuff. Tell me what I'm making. Kind of like so. Like the random, I'm like thinking of like, could that be? It's not the brain rot that we think of now.
Yeah, I guess it's a little more. Well, it's more human based, maybe, as part of it, right? Like it's more like directly surrealist, right? Like somebody is thinking of like, all right, two unicorns are in the forest. There are unicorns there. They walk towards something. What do they walk towards? It's Leopleurodon. From there, they walk on. There's a giant letter. Then there's a mountain made of candy. The candy sings. Oh, there's a little creepy guy. He has long, spindly fingers. He likes touching rusty spoons. Digs up his dead brother. His sister is a bug. Best friends with finger puppets he brings to life. Like, there is more of like a stream of consciousness thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably a little different from like cappuccino, assassino. You know, like the Italian brain rot shit is like.
Yeah. It's a different kind of thing that we should not necessarily should not have been watching, but like maybe it's not age appropriate as much as even if the audience was supposed to be like us kind of thing.
Yeah, and I don't want to get into our unk thing too much here because like obviously, you know, like SpongeBob when that came out, parents were like, SpongeBob is making children so stupid.
Yeah,
it's rotting. They're so dumb now because they just want to watch SpongeBob, and it's like it's just fun. It's a cartoon. Like,
yeah, like
you know,
all of the cartoons that I mentioned watching, I don't think I was necessarily not allowed to watch them, but I think my mom was like, maybe try not to watch too much of that. Like every time I say that, like I'm not, like everyone has that thing that they were not allowed to watch as a kid, right? Whether it be like for a religious reason, like some people weren't allowed to watch like Harry Potter, or like they weren't allowed to read what's that one thing where the kids transform into animals?
Animorphs,
right? Or like anything about Narnia, which that's funny. That line is literally
the big man
himself. But yeah, like Ed and Eddie was like, it was like a lot of the stuff was like crude humor, right? Anything like Nick at Night that was a cartoon, despite it being a cartoon, I don't think I should have been watching like Ren and Stimpy or like Cow and Chicken. There was some stuff they were saying. So yeah, people were
definitely
like
some jokes for adults in those ones.
Yeah, like, and then there's like that one Nickelodeon. We talked about it in the Lost Media episode, where like there was like a Nickelodeon TV show that a movie that's been found, but the parents were like, get that shit off air. It's like too fucking scary for my kid. That kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But it was like you could like go write a letter to a station, go complain about it to like a network, like a news station, and they'll be like, we reached out to that, and they did take it down. Whereas what we're doing, we can't be like, it's a little bit harder for parents to control even YouTube kids, or with if like unless you absolutely remove technology, social media from their life.
That seems to be kind of the option, pretty much, in terms of if you want to control what they see.
Yeah, and it's still a little hard because I know my librarian friend at the school, she's like, okay, we're giving the kids laptops, the tablets, and all that stuff. So it's like, even if you take away the home provided tech, they still have like the school access to all these things. And also, like, listen, tell a kid to not do some, they're still gonna be shown by a friend. They're gonna go to somebody else's computer. Like, even if I was told not to watch Ed and Eddie, I knew all of the lore. I watched it all the time, that kind of thing. Right.
Yeah, I think there's just like that interaction. Like, I think both of these, and especially this era of the internet, also being online, had a little bit of like that kind of dangerous thing, right? Like, and I think that was like that was like peak creepypasta era too, right? It was like there's all this shit to kind of scare you or feel like you're not supposed to see. And it's like, you know, it's all, a lot of it was like pretty safe stuff, you know, like creepypastas are totally safe. Salad Finger is a little weird, but it does have that element of like, oh, this is like kind of creepy and weird. Like, what's going on in this guy's head that they made this? It's kind of twisted, bro. You know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I don't think kids are ever going to stop wanting to find or be interested in, you know? So I don't want to say that this is better than that, right? Like, and we have to think like Jason Steele was probably in his early 20s. I don't know how old was David Firth, you know?
I don't think I looked at it.
Young, because he was reading and wanted to keep it quiet for his parents, right? Yeah, so it's like, this is like this kind of, they also have like that kind of young creative energy of like, I want to kind of push the envelope. I want to be a little naughty too, right? Like,
yeah, it's hard. It's like hard to be like, this is mild. compared to what we're doing now, but it's without sounding like, oh God, it was so much better back then. When it was like, that's the nostalgia disease of going. It was so much nicer back then. This was actually so much easier to consume back then because blah blah blah. But like knowing the stuff behind Charlie the Unicorn, it's just kind of like it's actually not so much nicer back then, or so much easier back then. It's like we maybe don't know so much of what was going on back then because it wasn't as easy to say like this is what this was about. This is what I'm going through.
Right. And I feel like another big part of like nostalgia is like a lot of times nostalgia is for when a person was like a kid, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you literally didn't understand things that were happening around you. Like as you and me were youths, and again, we were talking like Iraq War, Afghan War, Great Recession.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shit was happening where we were both probably not fully online or tapped into severity of what was going on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so I think a lot of times nostalgia is that very personal thing where it's like, oh, this is like when I want to be back when I was dumber. Like a big part of that, right? Like, I don't want to have to worry about this shit.
There's a lot of those memes that's like, oh, while my parents were worrying about losing the house, I was dancing to the Michael Jackson video game on the Wii upstairs and making so much fucking noise, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like this, you didn't know back. Like the one memory that I have so much that I remember that I was like, oh, this is when I was a kid, this seemed so funny because like he just didn't come back to school. But then now as an adult, I'm like, that sucked because it was like when Obama was elected president.
Yeah.
I think like the day before that, one of the kids was like, my mom said that if Obama becomes president, I can't go back to school anymore. And we were like, oh, that's very funny. And then like he just did not come back to school.
Just not back to school.
Yeah. And I was like, as a kid, I'm like, wow, he just dropped that bomb, and then that's so crazy that they were just
crazy, man.
But then now I'm like, oh, that sucks. It's like you don't like you remember what people were saying about Obama back then, like all the fucking even as a kid, you were like, hey man, why is this on KTVU Channel 2 News? But then you're kind of still like a little bit like, you guys will stop this, won't you? And then now you're an adult, you're like, they do not stop this. Actually, it was actually just a lot also back then. You just were a literal kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I mean, like, again, we can't. It's hard at this point to at all think of like progress when it feels like everything's kind of rubber banded back so far, as well. We're just like, man, we're right back at it. Like, because I remember like having like very heated debates with classmates about topics that for a while I was like, oh, okay, this seems like it's resolved, like gay marriage, being very pro it, and having like multiple, kids in my class be like, no, it's a sin, like you're crazy, what are you talking about? And just feel like it's none of your fucking business, who cares? I guess now we're back to that now again, but again, that was the past, and there's like this mixed bag of nostalgia where it's like at the one point a lot of times we view the past as like worse, we kind of want to envision progress, and then on the other hand we are in a regressive state where people want to return to the past because they feel like things were better for some inexplicable reason. Generally speaking, I think because they were kids.
Yeah.
We're younger and dumber. But
you didn't have so much of everything on you, so of course it was much easier. Right.
And I feel like it's a thing that doesn't really go away ever too, right? Like I think that a big part of the kind of push in this country is like boomers having this nostalgia for like when they were growing up. Right. And it's like, it's inescapable. Like everybody's just like, oh, it was so much better when I was a kid. And it's like, yeah, you were a kid.
You were a literal child. You didn't have to.
You didn't understand. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to. Like the one big thing is you literally didn't have to pay all the bills that your parents were fucking not telling you about because they didn't want to worry you because you were a child. But also you weren't like an adult navigating conversations or experiences with other adults who are going to say and do things to other adults that they won't do to a child necessarily, or say around a kid. It's just like, the thing of like, everything was so much like worse back then because we didn't have this, but also it was easier to not have this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's always a mixed bag, I guess, as part of it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think nostalgia overall does feel kind of like a cancer. Like, it's just like, we gotta cut a little bit of it out sometimes, you know?
Yeah. I think it's like, there are times where it's like a completely fine thing for it to be like a universal nostalgia for like, God, I wish they had this food back.
Oh,
I wish this TV series was back. But when it becomes like a big cultural thing.
Yeah. But we also we're in this era where I feel like all the studios are like, we're not making new franchises. Yeah. We're not doing new shit. We're just going to keep milking it dry. More nostalgia. Remember this, remember this, remember this. And it's like, at a certain point, we remember.
Like, I fucking remember it, dude.
I remember, Doug. Like, and also, like, when it comes to movies and TV, it's like they still exist.
Yeah. You can just go watch
if I wanted
it again.
To. Yeah.
Go get you a DVD so it never goes away.
Yeah, and I feel like it's shifting a little bit because I know, like, I've heard people do not like the paper. Which, are you aware of that one?
No.
It's the Office kind of spin-off.
Oh, yeah. I just saw a video that was like, why is there a prequel? Is it a prequel to The Office? I
don't know. I haven't seen much about it. I just know it's like a spin-off of The Office, and people are like, it's like look, guess what, guys? We're doing The Office again. And people are kind of like,
just go watch it. And then when you complain that it's not the same.
Yeah.
Why did you just rewatch Office for like the 40th time?
For the 40th time. You got the Office people, you're just going to rewatch The Office again.
Go
no
listen
matter
to the fucking podcast.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Go get a cameo or some fucking shit. He's like, oh my God, I wanted them to bring it back, but now it's not the same.
It's not the same. And again, that's the poison pill of nostalgia is, again, nothing will ever be the same. Like, it's because that was then. This is a different time period. We're not at the same place that we were.
Yeah, like,
just the nature of time flows, baby.
Like, you hate to realize that the people who are bankrolling all of these things, it's because they're not going to put out that same thing, because that's not what the market, that's not what their money is best used for. Like, that's not what they weighed in, like, the finance department of, like, we just do this thing over again. But then what if they want something new? You're like, fuck you.
Yeah, which I think is like one of the cool things about revisiting these like internet phenoms. And one of the cool things about creating online in general is that it can't be that singular creative voice, right? Yeah. Like, I think it's cool that David Firth is still making the Salad Baker series.
Yeah, just dropping them out of nowhere.
Yeah,
kind of thing. You don't ever have to anticipate it, and then it's like, just go and it's like, listen. Just go and rewatch it, man. And if you really want something new, may I suggest to you archiveofourown.org. There's a lot of people who keep revisiting. I know that means you have to read something, but man, maybe reading is fine. You know, have someone read it out loud to you. Commission someone to read it out loud to you. That kind of thing. It's just like, I don't.
Have an AI video with like the Subway Surfer and have like the AI voice read it out to you.
Pay pay Ben and I to read it to you, and then one of us will play Subway Surfer. Like, please. I think most of that is cheaper than whatever you probably want to happen.
Probably, yeah.
Kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Just pay me. The story of every single episode of this podcast is just pay me and Ben to do something. We will fucking do it. Don't even play.
That's the through line of this podcast for sure. Yeah.
It's like, you want something scary to happen to you? Pay us.
Yeah.
We can make it happen. Don't even worry about it. We are how many episodes into the show? We know what's supposed to be scary.
We know. We're scared all the time.
Yeah.
Dare we say.
Arby's may have meats. We have tricks or treats.
Tricks or treats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we've talked a little shit on nostalgia. We've talked about there are good places for it. How do you feel about our place in the nostalgia industrial complex
As
people who our podcast is revisiting old internet shit?
You know what? That's fair. And I was like, we have a Mountain Monsters.
We have Mountain Monsters podcast as well. Yes.
I think, okay. The funny, like, at least for me, I go into these things with a pure heart and a clear mind, and then I come out of it absolutely broken for the most part. So I think the nostalgia that I have for these things starts off as like, oh, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do this. And then
and then you're watching Salad Fingers at 4 times speed.
Yeah. Like, and then even like the early days of like when we were just looking at like a meme thing, I would go into it and I'd be like, oh, I'm going to get to learn so much about a meme. And then like someone fucking dies in real life or something happens in real life or some shit is involved in it. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck me then. Like that kind of thing. So for me, my place in that is like, maybe, I don't know. I was like, I don't want to say that we're like jaded, right? That like we're coming at these and like now I know that like it's a surprise when it's not going to turn out weird and bizarre. Like when I was listening to your like the finale for Charlie the Unicorn, and then when you said in the beginning like, oh, it takes a different turn from how it went with your Salad Fingers, I was like, what the fuck happened? And then you close it out on like this thing that like leans towards the things that I was like, that I'm like, yes, I like this. I'm like, okay, that turned out well, right? So it's more of a surprise when things turn out well. So in terms of our place in like the nostalgia machine, I would like to say that we are on the side that's more like, maybe I'm biased towards us, right? Because like it's more like clarification and then like a little bit of like, well, fuck, like that kind of thing. Yeah, we want to help we want to be like, this is why you shouldn't be too scared of it, and if you still are, at least here's like the root of that. But then we also do a little pooping on the party. Yeah,
that's fair. I think that's
poo on the party.
Yeah, I mean, and also look, I think we do the Mountain Monsters rewatch. Well, for me, it's a first time watch.
Oh yeah, first watch, rewatch.
Not nostalgia for me. I'm just exploring something fun and weird. I don't really rewatch stuff that often. Do you rewatch stuff? You rewatcher?
I am a rewatcher because I am one of those people who it's very hard for me to watch like a new thing. Just in general, unless someone is with me on the journey of watching that, right? Usually when I'm just by myself, I'll rewatch a movie over and over again or whatever, right? I cannot tell you how many times I've watched Paddington 1, 2, and then now 3, and then like Mamma Mia. Like my Letterboxd is such a shithole because it is just movies that I have watched over and over again. And then like I don't add new things to it because if I try to add a new thing, it is just something that I'm like, oh, I remembered I watched this, and also I rewatched it again. So none of my reviews are new. It's just like all based on like nostalgia.
Rewatches.
Yeah. So I am a rewatcher because I cannot handle watching new things just in general without the guide of someone else, right? Like I watched the show that made me mad at you for a bit because you told me to watch it, and then also like I have someone to talk to about it, right? Yeah. Watching things is like a communal thing for me. Like I'm watching a video game over a cousin's shoulders type thing. I'm watching a movie on FX because somebody else is watching it, right?
It's like you left your own devices, so you don't have like I want to watch something new. I want to explore some new shit.
Yeah. If I'm watching something for the like 99% of the time, it's because a friend is also watching it and they told me about it. I am the Garfield meme that's like, I am immune to propaganda. It's like I'm super not. Yeah. So I very rarely is something that I watch new to me, unless I'm like following like a specific person and I'm just like blah blah blah. But then it's just like rewatching that person in that thing again. I'm more the new stuff that I consume is more in like music. That's the one place where I'm just like,
exploring.
Yeah. But watching things as new things is very hard for me unless someone's like holding me hostage there.
Right. Yeah. And is it a comfort thing? Like, is there like a comfort aspect of rewatching stuff?
Yeah. When something is like new and then it's kind of stressful, I won't finish it. I'm just like, this is above me. I'm like, it seems like you're having a bad time. I'm not going to continue this on because I know you're going to have a bad time. And then sometimes one of the things about like a lot of people with like ADHD talk about this is like sometimes when you enter something new, your brain immediately is like, I think this is what's going to happen. And then people get mad at you because you've like spoiled it for yourself. And then now it's no longer fun to watch a new thing because you've kind of like registered immediately like what happens. Even if it's just like an offhand joke, like, oh, I bet this guy's da-da-da. And then you start to feel like the person next to you is just like, can you just watch something? And in I can't watch something. And the part of the thing is also like, I cannot sit and watch something continuously for a long time unless I'm in a movie theater or watching it with someone else, right? The K-pop Demon Hunters movie that just came out, I would not have, like, for me, I saw it on Netflix. I was like, cool.
Right.
And then my friend was like, let's all go watch it. Discord, let me share the screen. That's the only reason why I watched. You
actually watched it?
Yeah, because we were like all in one Discord on the channel talking to each other. But if I had never been like invited to go and do that, I don't think I'd have watched it at all. I'd just be like, I like the song.
Like societal pressure to like,
I need like
you actually watch something.
Peer pressure to watch something, but like the kind of peer pressure that I enjoy, which is like I get to understand what my friends are talking about, and then I get to share like that thing with someone. So yeah, I know that you are a watcher of many things. I always hear about new things from you, and I'm just like, would love to see that.
I do be watching shit.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little bit of the opposite in terms of like, I think musically I do return to the same well more frequently, where I'm just like, I like to hear that song again. Like, I'm definitely like, I'll listen to a song on repeat kind of guy. And I'm definitely like where, I won't rewatch stuff, but I will definitely re-listen to the same song several times.
Yeah.
So I guess that is like a similar thing. And, but I like exploring new music. I like finding new music. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know when the last time I listened to an album was a few days ago, but before that it's been a while, I'm definitely like my kind of like, oh, well, I can't like necessarily commit to listening to a full album kind of thing, where like I'll listen to like a couple tracks and I'll be like, oh, okay, well,
great album,
something else, great stuff, I'm sure. So it's rare for me to like go through a full like EP or LP or something like that. But
I have, like, for me, I still do, like, I will have like a playlist of the songs that I listen to over and over again. But then when I started noticing that it was really bad for like when I was making music or like needing to make music for someone else. So this thing that I've been doing for the past like 4 years is that I do like a month playlist and it's like forcibly new songs.
Okay.
And so I stick that into like the entire month. And then at the end of the year, I pick the songs out of that month and then compile it into like, this is my favorite songs of 2025. And I feel like that's been really helpful for me when it comes to like music, but I don't think I could ever do that with TV. TV and movies is just so, and I think like part of it is also like, the stuff that I watch is okay for me to look at, and sometimes I'll watch a movie like Formula One. I watched that with my brother and my sister-in-law, but that hurt my eyes. There are definitely parts where my brother's like, don't look now, you can look now, don't look now. So it's like sometimes it's I can't even watch it without me getting
suffering.
So like that is also part of like if
sure,
someone tells me to watch it, they'll be like, oh, and also I know this happens, da, da, da. And I'm just like, cool. Music videos, I love them. I watch them all the time. But I will have someone like, hey, have you seen this? They'll be like, yeah, do not fucking watch it. It's like 3 straight minutes of like glitching like effects. And I'm like, cool. Not for me then. Like that kind of thing. Yeah. And we know that I'm like an FX watcher, and FX is like a repeat of everything. So if I watch a movie, it's probably because FX played it like 7 times and I managed to like piece it together.
Right. Yeah. Over time, it's made its way from never having watched before into the safe to rewatch category.
Watching, this is how I call it. It's just like watching a movie through osmosis.
Fair. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Gradually absorbing the film.
Yeah, but I have now internalized it. I've downloaded it, and it may have taken 148 hours.
Yeah.
But I have it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I feel like I don't know if I get stressed by watching news. Like, I think I understand that feeling. Because, like, when I started, I kind of made, like, a conscious effort to start watching, like, horror. Because, I didn't like horror at a certain point. And then I took a horror movie class because I was like, I should probably just like kind of try to expose myself to something I feel like uncomfortable with. And now I watch horror all the time. It's like my favorite genre. I feel like there's like a lot of very creative people making very creative work in like the horror space, which is cool. It's kind of like a interesting space creatively where people have a little bit more freedom to get weird. But definitely like when I started watching horror, I would always be like, fuck, what is gonna happen? Like, I don't like this. This is like, oh man, especially like, it was just never, it always felt like uncomfortable, like the first few months of just like trying something where I didn't know what was gonna happen. And especially the horror movie class was especially rough because it was like, he got into real like hardcore shit too. He got into like the torture porn stuff. Of like the 2000s, which I still don't like that stuff, but it's just because it's like gross and I just don't like enjoy it. Because I'm like, it's not. Why do I want to see like an eyeball melt? Yeah, not really. And then like the French new wave extremism stuff, like martyrs and stuff like that. Like he showed that, and I was like, oh, this is fucking brutal. And occasionally, like I'll watch one of those other fucked up French movies. Shout out France.
Shout out France.
Fucked up movie. Shout out horror films. Raw is pretty good. I fuck with Raw.
Raw was good. I think that one I watched of my own choice.
Yeah.
And but then it still took me a while to get through it because I think I made it to this one like really bloody scene and I said it's time to pause, and then I didn't pick it up until like several weeks later. And then there's like another one by that same director that I started, and come to think about it.
Or did she? No, she did Titan.
Shit.
Titan is the car.
Yes.
The car one. Yes, yeah.
I started it, and up till now, I've never finished it. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to be belt seated, put a seatbelt on me, and forced to finish that movie. But not because like, you're gonna have to force me to watch that. It's just like, it's going to take a bit of time. And everyone, it's not an attention span type of thing.
Yeah.
I just literally cannot sit still. I think I am able to sit still during this entire thing because me and Ben's conversation go like this. Beep, bop, 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 bop. But then it always goes back to a single thing. But movies are not like that. Yeah. Horror, good. Don't like to look at it, like to hear it, like
watch
to read
Titan. Get it necessarily. Watch Raw for sure.
Yes. Raw was very good.
Raw was wild. Yeah. The Substance. I'm sorry. I thought it was directed by the same one. It's a different French lady. But it's The Substance. Very, very good.
French people, we need to talk again about horror.
Your horror is getting out of control.
Yeah, your horror is very horrible.
Horrible stuff.
Horrible stuff. Yeah.
Not like it used to be. It used to be so good.
It used to be good, but now it's just...
It used to make good movies.
But now it's about tripping on acid. There's the one... fuck.
Is that Peak? No, it's not. Climax.
Yes.
Yes. Did you watch that one?
Started it again. Yeah. Did not.
Stress you
out. I think it was. This one was not because of I just couldn't finish it. I think something happened in one. It's like I was seeing that I was like, okay, that's enough for me.
Yeah. That one, I almost had that, but just because the first 30 minutes is just dancing. And I was like, I don't know if I can make it through this. This is a lot of interpretive dance.
Yeah, I think that one was the one where I watched it because Sofia Boutella was in that. And I loved her in Kingsman, and then another movie with, I think it was Charlize Theron.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was gonna do the Universal monster series with the Frankenstein Invisible Man thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, let me try out Climax. Let me not finish.
Yeah, let me not reach that climax. Let me just,
I was like, I loved seeing her dance. I loved seeing her being a crazy little, host / DJ for this crazy fucking party. But I just don't think that, I might spoil something.
Yeah, spoiler alert for Climax.
Spoiler alert for Climax. If you made it through the 30-minute dance scene, there is harm to a child in that. That is so fucking buck wild. It broke my heart, and I was like, I'm actually so done, guys.
Yeah, it happens off camera.
Yeah, it does. But I'm just like, I'm like, oh my god, it's off camera, but it's so the same exact feeling that it gives me is the axe to the head. I'm like, I know it's off screen and then the axe to the head is on screen, but I feel it in ways that you don't understand.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Visceral reaction to the
It's so crazy. And then Climax did not reach that specific climax.
Valid. Totally valid. Yeah.
Going back to the Charlie the Unicorn and Salad Fingers type humors, do you what was the state of your humor during that time? Do you even remember at all? Because I know the state of the things that I watched, and I can sort of glean from my interest of the cartoons, but
I think it was at that point I was a pretty sensitive kid, so I definitely was like I said, I didn't like Happy Tree Friends because it just was too gory and kind of violent for me. And similarly, I think that kind of stuff generally would kind of just disturb me or just upset me as a kid. And I would say again, I was probably 8 to 12 in this kind of window of early internet era. So I think my sense of humor was more kind of just goofy stuff. I liked. I obviously I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail was a big film for me. Weird Al, heavy into the Weird Al stuff. I don't remember if there was other comedy movies that really got me, or comedy media. I wasn't really listening to stand up then. I wasn't really into that kind of stuff yet. So I would say kind of just goofball stuff kind of got me. I liked Eddie Murphy a lot. Still he's a treasure, I think. But I mean, how about you? Other than enjoying gory, fucked up shit,
so fucking twisted. I don't know. I think mine was maybe crude type of humor, but not the nasty. Because I think some bits of Ren and Stimpy was just kind of I didn't like the bits in SpongeBob or Ren and Stimpy where they would do the extreme zooms that were nasty.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
I was I did not like that as a kid. Even when they do an incredibly realistic thing, and I don't know why, but the scene in SpongeBob where they zoom in on the butterfly thing, that one freaked me out, that kind of thing. So it was more the crude kind of humor, that kind of thing. Maybe the edgy stuff was just to be cool. I watch Happy Tree Friends, guys. I watch Salad Fingers, but for the most part, it was blowing raspberries in someone's face, that kind of thing, kind of humor. Probably, definitely think about it. Free from nuns type of part of my youth, and then
liberated from the nuns.
Yeah, I was like, none of them are going to make me go to choir class anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to church lunch.
I do what I want.
I do what I want, and that is watching Happy Tree Friends and then Garfield. Yeah, because I know as a kid I was like Winnie the Pooh, Powerpuff Girls, a little bit of Paddington, like kind of thing. But I feel like once I was over here, I was like, those kinds of things.
Did you watch The Simpsons growing up? Because I really loved The Simpsons. I forgot that, but I was obsessed with them.
Simpsons
for like years. Yeah.
I think was like late middle school. Yeah.
Valid.
That's as someone with literally Simpsons tattoos. I really liked watching. I didn't watch them in order for the most part, unless they were on in order on demand.
Right.
What I really liked were the Halloween episodes.
Oh yeah, Treehouse of Horror.
Yes, those were like my favorite. The glowing green alien one, that was my like social media like icon for.
Was that like Kang and Kodos, or was that the one where Mr. Burns is
Oh yeah,
irradiated?
I'm Mr. Burns because I know this because my friend hates the specific screenshot of the green glowing alien that I have. And she's like, I fucking hate it when you use that. like I'm sorry,
That's
love
a great
it.
episode. That's a great one. I love that.
She was like, I fucking hate that one. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I love it. But Simpsons is like either like the really popular episodes or like the really random ass episodes that I can find that were on demand, or the Halloween episodes. I love a Halloween episode of a show. Halloween episode of Hey Arnold. Or the spookier episodes of Hey Arnold.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, my humor was more like of the like pick your nose, stick your tongue out kind of thing as a kid. Yeah.
Like the garbage pail kid. Did you enjoy those guys?
I think I wanted some weirdo toy thingy, but instead I got like a sock monkey, which is probably
that's cute.
Yeah, better off. I still have it.
Still around.
The cats like to scratch at it, so I'm like, hey, it's not mine anymore, I guess.
Your toy that vomited might not have made it. Possibly. Like
those that like thinking of this, I get a little bit why I wouldn't have watched Charlie the Unicorn, because I would have just been like, ew, all these pretty colors. It was like the hating the color pink era, because that's for girls.
Fair. For girls. Yeah. Obviously. Cooties.
Go it. Anyway. But this is a very like nostalgia, like heavy episode.
An old head episode for sure.
Old heads, shout out everybody 30, 25 and up. It's like, okay, this is the thing that I think about now, because I'm hearing about your likes as a kid. I'm just like, if Ben and I went to the same schools growing up, would we have been friends?
Well, I was homeschooled for a long while, so that was definitely, I was pretty fucking weird when I got back into the actual school. I will say that. I was definitely a weird little guy. I don't think I was ever, I don't know. I was definitely not in with like the boys. I did not fall in with the boy group very easily. So I definitely talked more to like the girls and the gays, and other people that were kind of on the outskirts. And like, I was not part of like the cool guy crew by any extension. So do it that way you will, because it sounds like you were over there watching Happy Tree Friends with the boys. So
unfortunately, every time me and my friends do hang out and we recall something from like our youth, they'd be like, you were very popular, and I'd be like, I don't remember that.
I feel like I'd imagine that, and I also feel like you were kind of a jock, as I remember you telling me that.
I'm maybe not a jock, maybe like I hung out with Like,
you play sports, right?
No, I played sports really intensely in PE, but I never took part in them in an official way. I think it's because I wasn't necessarily allowed to like stay after school that much. Like I'm home immediately, do homework, or like go to my grandma's house type of kid. So any sport that I was doing, any sort of hurting I was doing of another person via sports was during PE. I was only allowed to play floor hockey with the boys because I was very rough. And this was in high school.
I remember the floor hockey.
Yeah. That's my teeth.
No.
That's two.
Yeah.
Floor hockey and PE. But yeah, anytime someone is like, yeah, you like hung out with like more popular people, or like if you didn't hang out with like the popular people would know you because you're just like friends with everybody. I'm like, I don't remember this. In my brain, I'm just like, I'm like, I just hung out with everybody and I'm like in the corner. Meanwhile, if I look at like the old YouTube videos of me and my friends, I'm just like, why was I so there? Why was I so mentally present? Right? But I know that my move to the girls and the gays and the theys was towards the end of high school, where I then began to, unfortunately, sorry if you are a friend of mine back then or still are now, I did abandon everyone because I remember getting into a fight with someone about the Robin Thicke song.
Oh yeah, Blurred Lines. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't stand this song. They're like, and I was like, actually, I'm gonna go to psych class for lunch from now on. And then I was like, God, did I? Was that me? Like as a kid, it was like, it was a lot of like, let me just sit here so that I avoid a lot of whatever name calling was happening. But I think I would have been like, that is an interesting group of people to hang out with.
Yeah.
Anyway, pizza time.
Pizza time.
Because I'll be like, I unfortunately was. I'd be like, unfortunately, I was
that guy. Yeah.
That guy. But no, so I think
we met at the right time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We done gone through that. I don't know how many years it's been. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been 10 years for us now. And by the end of high school, I was like almost a normal person. So I was like,
by the end of my high school, I was like, guys, I am gay. And then I went to Napa, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing that shit. Let's go. Let me join the fucking LGBT club now. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they talked about Doctor Who, and I said, I think it's time for me to go.
I'm out. No, sorry. Sorry, Whovians.
I was like, I'm gonna go be gay in the quad. In a
cooler way. I'm gonna go be gay and cool, if you'll excuse me.
I was like, guys, I can do both. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Turns out I can still feel cringe.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe my acceptance has limits. Maybe there's some things that
I was like, listen, jealousy is a disease, bitch, and I'm going to, I guess, die from it. I can't be free just yet.
It's incurable, apparently.
It's incurable. However, I will figure that out once I leave college. Shout out.
Right? Big up.
But, I think I did have friends in high school who were, I'd be like, who fucking losers, but like who were like the anime kids who had the like the tails and the fedora kind of thing, but because they were my friends from like elementary school, and that was acceptable too.
They got carried over, kind of grandfathered in.
And I'd be like, hey, and then I would like go to like the video game club because they would be able to attach the whatever console it was to the class TV, and I'd be like, let's hang out, and also goodbye. That kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah.
And I think that I think maybe you'd have bled into that.
Probably. I didn't wear a fedora. I did not have to do the tail
you
thing.
Didn't do the tail.
I did have a pink mohawk.
Did you have gloves?
No.
Crossbody bag?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. But yeah, I think you would have been just if you hung out in the circle of that, like those friends, I'd be like, "What's up, Ben?"
I probably would have been.
Yeah,
that probably would have been where I would fit.
Yeah,
anime nerds.
Yeah,
mostly. Yeah.
They were like anime nerds, that kind of thing, and I'd be like, anyway, don't.
Yeah.
Fucking look at that.
I didn't like anime at the time too, so I was like, a lot of my friends liked anime. I was like, I don't watch that bullshit. Fuck out of here, you know. And now I love it. But like,
you had limitations to your acceptance.
I did. I was like, 100%. I was like,
you were like, damn, these fucking.
I can't believe I'm hanging out with these people, and I was just like,
damn.
They were being very nice to me. They're probably just like, man, this fucking guy sucks. Like, he's such an asshole.
This fucking weeb.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
So again, high school. Look, for some of us, it was great. I understand why some people feel nostalgic. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, high school sucked. And then someone would be like, you were popular.
You were popular, yeah, right?
Like, I got so much popular internalized homophobia, dude.
Yeah. You were shoving people in lockers.
I wasn't, like, but mayhaps some of the people that I was hanging out with.
Friends were.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think it helped that I was friends with people in bands. So I could be controlled mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that I had an English teacher to attach myself to who also had a husband. So I was like, yo, we can do this.
Yeah. I was like, it can be done.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Look at what a nostalgia discussion has gotten us.
Yeah, California, early 2010s, gay marriage freshly in there.
Yeah. I remember one of my friends' mom had like the one that was like, no on Prop 8 was the one where like you're good for.
That was really confusing. I remember that thing.
So fucking confusing. Well, it was the one where she was against it. Against
so it was
marriage.
Like yes on Prop 8 was against gay marriage.
Yeah.
No on Prop 8 was pro gay marriage. Yes.
Yeah. So she was like, her van had yes on Prop 8 on it. And I'm just like, ma'am, I think what you need to actually handle first is that your son comes to school barefoot.
That's an issue.
Because there are diseases on the ground in this school that I think you may not be familiar with, ma'am.
Yeah, he's picking shit up there.
Yeah, and I'm like, I understand that it's to get in touch with nature and all that stuff, but also he is going to get in touch with a bird flu. I don't know. Some shit. No. What is it? Swine
flu?
Yeah. That was the flu of our time.
That was of the era.
Yeah.
It was flu of our
Mad cow disease.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah,
that was a scary one. I was really scared of that.
I was scared of mad cow disease and then the tick that could make you not eat meat anymore.
Oh yeah.
Those are my two. I'm like
fatal combo right there. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, shit. I'm like, I know I don't eat that much meat anyway, but like a tick could make me not.
I like to be able to eat it. I'd like to be able to have the option.
I'd like to have the option of eating a Wendy's burger or like eating in like other people's kitchens, knowing that I won't die or throw up or something like that because the knife touched meat once. Like I already have a peanut allergy. I think I'm
you've got enough food dietary restrictions over there.
Please don't add meat to it. I like to sometimes eat it on a weekend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Good God.
Real. Well, hey folks, look, the flow of time marches on. As you can tell, we've been yapping for a hot minute. This is a very free-form discussion. You've learned a lot about us.
I know. Yeah, I think that's the thing of nostalgia, is that it teaches whoever's listening about what we're nostalgic for and why.
Yeah, so sound off in the comments. What do you think you'd be friends with us in high school? Yeah,
do you think I would have ignored you in high school?
Yeah.
I promise you, I do regret it as an adult because I was not free in here.
Yeah, in the mind.
Send me a Gmail if you think that I should have been freer in here as a child.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got there. Now you're pretty free. You're pretty free out there. Yeah. And if you're a Doctor Who kid.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, sucker.
Yeah. I know I even now, I can't let go of it. I'm sorry, especially if you add that on with like, I don't know, Supernatural, and then like you also watch Sherlock. If you are the three deadly combination of Super Who-lock,
that did just give me a
we get a little shiver. Okay,
a little shiver. Well,
sorry, one of these days we're gonna dedicate a topic to you. There's probably been a meme there that's terrifying.
Your time is numbered.
Count your days.
Count your days. Anyway, episode not written but produced by Ben and JD. All of our music is provided by Yager Frank. If you like the show, tell a friend. If you don't, tell an enemy. Either way, we're friends now.
Yeah.
So keep listening, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.